Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going on a coffee date today, so let's get ready. My drapes are open, but I'm not sure if that's better for the lighting or not. Hold on. Maybe this is better because you see my true color. And I see your true color shining through. Anywho, so I hope everybody is keeping well. As always, I'll link everything that I'm using in the description box just in case you're interested in anything, so we can chit chat. I can't believe how quickly March flew by, or at least it felt really fast to me. We had quite a few birthday celebrations, mine included, but I'm so happy to be in April now. It is so beautiful in Toronto. It's sunny, it's warm. It is feeling really good outside. Like spring is definitely in the air, and you can absolutely just feel the difference with Torontonians because we are used to our long winters dragging out. And so finally, we're getting this little peek into spring. By the way, guys, my DSLR camera stopped working. So right now I'm filming on my vlogging camera, and this is the quality you guys are gonna have to get used to for a little while until I figure out what's going on with my DSLR, which is what I normally film my sit-down vlogs with, or sit-down videos. This is it right here, just collecting dust in the corner of my room, unfortunately. No matter what battery I put into it, it just doesn't read it. It's like it automatically starts flashing red and then dies and shuts off. So I'm not sure if it's a battery issue or a camera issue, but I've tried 4 different batteries and yeah, none of them are working. I've had that camera for years, like probably almost 10 years now. So it's definitely served me well, but those cameras are not cheap. So I'm hoping that it's just a battery issue. So right now I'm filming with my vlogging camera, which is the Canon G7X Mark III. I have you guys zoomed in a little bit, but it's just the normal camera that you see me vlogging with. You guys, look how much my hair has grown out. Can y'all see this? Is that crazy? I've had these in for 3 weeks. Remember I did this for my birthday, which was March 8th. Today, when I'm filming this, it's actually only April 2nd. Normally I wear my braids for 5 weeks, but these are already looking hella dusty. So I definitely will be taking them out next week. I'm gonna stretch it to 4, even though they honestly could come out right now. But I feel like 4 weeks is the minimum for my braids that I'm willing to go. I really enjoyed having the red. It seems like it's become a yearly tradition to do colored hair like on my birthday. Last year I also had red. The year before that I had pink. My own natural hair is quite dark, so I really like playing with color. And I haven't dyed my own natural hair. I think I actually dyed my hair once. It was when I was really young. I was in my 20s and my sister did it for me. And it was this really pretty ginger color, which I love. But now I'm older, my hair is thinner. I just don't really want to mess with color anymore, I don't think. Because the fact that my hair is so dark does give me a little added illusion of fullness. I'm not really sure what kind of look I want to go for today. It's just a casual date. Nothing crazy, but I am feeling a little adventurous. Kind of feel like playing with my makeup today. So we'll see what I come up with. Let's put on a nice orangey blush by Mented. I love this blush. It's actually one of my favorites. It's so pretty on brown skin, I feel. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be wearing. I'm definitely going casual because that's just who I am. And I've come to terms with that. You know, I always wanted to be one of the fashion girlies, but it's just not me. I'm casual bae, like through and through. I know for sure I want to wear my rose quartz pendant though. Attract some love vibes in my energy. So pretty. This is the love crystal. Not just romantic, also platonic and self-love. So it's one of my favorite crystals for black girls. There we go. Can you guys see it? Got my Nefertiti and my rose quartz. That's a really pretty pairing. So yeah, and by the way, thank you for all the comments that you guys left on my previous vlog where I was ranting about the Christian soldiers, as I refer to them. Some of you guys call them Bible thumpers. I call them Christian soldiers because they're just like ready to combat all the time, you know? It's just too much for me. It's such an odd phenomenon though that I'm not sure if it's just exclusive to my channel or not, to be honest, because I don't hear other YouTubers talking about it. Being continuously condemned or damned to hell has just never been a complaint I hear from other YouTubers. So I don't know why they have just decided to zero in on my channel for some odd reason. I definitely hear the mommy vloggers and the family vloggers voice their concern with constantly being told that they are unfit parents. No matter what they do, they're a bad parent, according to someone. I also hear the child-free vloggers voice their frustration about the fact that they are consistently told that they're going to regret their choices and die alone and have 100 cats and nobody's gonna take care of them. And I have also been on the receiving end of those comments for sure. Since I'm getting rid of the red hair next week, I thought maybe I'll try red brows. See how this turns out. I also hear the career-driven women and the girl bosses voice their frustration about the fact that they're consistently told that they're either A, neglecting their husbands or families, or B, that they won't ever be able to find a husband or family if they continue on this girl boss path. I very often hear the fitfluencers or gym girlies voice their concerns about people consistently telling them that they are spreading misinformation and encouraging eating disorders. Oh, and of course, I always hear the plus size vloggers voice their frustration about people telling them that they are encouraging or promoting obesity, I think is the wording they use. But I don't hear any YouTubers talking about constantly being condemned to hell. And it's something that I've always had to deal with on my channel for as long as I can remember, regardless of what type of content I put out. It's definitely not just the crystals. When I first started YouTube, I was doing natural hair exclusively. And it started when my then boyfriend would appear randomly in the background of some of my videos. And that's when people first started condemning me to hell, because it was a small subsect of Christians, but they were there nonetheless. The ones that believe that it's against God's will to mix races. And so they would consistently tell me that I was going to hell for having a white partner, as well as for creating biracial children, of whom they consider to be abominations. Their words, not mine. So that's how it started way back then. I think, what was that? Oh my gosh, 2009, I think? And I started becoming vocal about the fact that I am child-free by choice and plan on remaining child-free by choice. Because again, remember, they were condemning me for these hypothetical biracial children that do not exist. So I became more vocal about the fact that I am child-free, and believe it or not, they started condemning me to hell for that because I wasn't following God's command to go forth and multiply. And so, remember, I was already going to hell for these imaginary biracial children, but then they decided, well, you're going to hell for not having the imaginary biracial children. And then, as I'm sure many of you know, and a lot of you actually joined me during this phase of my life, but I got rid of the husband. I got rid of the white partner and filed for divorce from my serial cheating, narcissistic ex-husband. And then, guess what? You're right, they damn me to hell for that, girl, because divorce is not of his word. So, again, I was going to hell for the white husband and the hypothetical biracial children, and then also going to hell for not having the hypothetical biracial children and getting rid of the white husband. But no, it didn't just stop there. It continued. I announced that I was separated in both my private circles as well as on my public platform, and You know, when a hot commodity goes back on the market, everybody come out the woodwork. So I was having fun, girl. I was going on dates, and a lot of my dates were with men, and some of my dates were not. And then I started getting condemned to hell for that. So, and then I sold my home, my marital home, and purchased this current home that I'm living in now. And I moved in with two people. Keisha, who, by the way, already lived with me. Like, me and Keisha have been living together. And Half, as you guys know. And then they told me I was going to hell for that because I was creating this household of debauchery and sin. Never mind the fact that one of the women I live with is literally related to me, but that's neither here nor there. They didn't care. They didn't care about that. And of course, now my most recent plight as I grow my business and expand my product line, I've been damned to hell for including crystal jewelry. So if it seems like I'm always coming at Christians, it's because they're always coming at me. And it's, like I said, this weird phenomenon that I don't hear other YouTubers complaining about. But for some reason, it's a constant on my channel, regardless of what I do in my life. Apparently, I'm just destined for hell. If you can imagine logging in every day and being condemned to hell, it does get a little bit emotionally tiring. So every now and then I do rant about it. And inevitably, I will get the comments, Toni, just ignore the haters, don't add fuel to the fire. But if I'm being completely honest, I do feel like that's a pretty disingenuous comment to make. Although I know that most people make that not from a place of ill intent or negativity, but I just find it very disingenuous. I think for most people, the internet is this imaginary place, particularly like boomers and maybe like older Gen X, but young Gen X and millennials, we were here for the beginning of the internet, right? And so the internet is a very real ingrained part of our lives, particularly mine. For boomers and older Gen X's, you were able to navigate your entire childhood without the internet and a good portion of your adult life. And you got through major events and milestones without it. But for me, my life just didn't work out that way. Not only did I apply to school using the internet, I also completed some of my course credits using the internet. I applied to jobs and received jobs using the internet. I met my husband using the internet. And while I understand that didn't work out, my point is that I did enter into a lifelong commitment with somebody who I would not have otherwise connected with. I built my current career on the internet. I accessed my hobby on the internet. I built a safe online community of Black women on the internet. It has shaped, formed, and contributed to major parts of my life. It's my livelihood. My mortgage and home are very real, and the internet allows me to have those very real things. And so back to the comment being disingenuous. Whether you consider the internet to be a very real place or not, it is for many of us. So to understand that, you'd simply have to compare it to somewhere in your life that is a real place. And I guarantee you that if somebody walked into your home, your safe space, your community, or your place of work every day and told you were going to hell, or told you were being a horrible parent, or told you that you were promoting obesity, you would address it. You wouldn't simply, and I quote, ignore the haters. We're all allowed to have boundaries, including YouTubers. I see the phrase going around all the time that social media is not real. It's real for me. Maybe there are some influencers who are actors and who are just putting on a show, but there are some of us who were here before the monetization and before the term influencer. I'm one of them. And so this is my workplace. This is my school. This is my social network. And I will not be disrespected in my own home. I'm not looking for empathy or anything like that. I just thought I would share a different perspective as to why myself and I'm sure many other influencers do address the haters, as it's put. It's literally for the same reason that you would address haters in your very real life, because this is our very real life. Do you guys think I should do a lip? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to put clear gloss on. This is actually a lip oil treatment by LYS. It's a black owned brand. I love it. It's so glossy. Let's finish it off a little old school. Some beauty supply store bamboo hoops and bucket hat from ToniDaily.com. So I'm channeling my inner LL Cool J, you know? I need a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. All right, so here's the look with the red braids, red brows, my bucket hat. Oh, did I even show you guys my bucket hat? Isn't that cute? With the little fist. That's from ToniDaily.com. And then, of course, Nefertiti chain and rose quartz pendant, also from ToniDaily.com. I'll link everything below, as well as a coupon code in case y'all want to check it out. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.